I thought quitting my job would set me free. No more bosses, no more time clock, no more reporting to someone else. But after 6 years of being my own boss, I realized the truth. I hadn't escaped a cage. I had just built a new one, the self-made wage cage. And if you've ever felt chained to clients, invoices, or endless hustling, you might already be in it too. We've all seen the dream. Quit your 9-to-5, be your own boss, start freelancing, launch an e-commerce store, build a business from your laptop. Social media feeds us endless images of freedom, working from the beach, sipping lattes in a cafe, mornings with no alarm clock, days that finally belong to you. The message is seductive and simple. Leave the office behind, and you'll be free. And when you first make the leap, it feels real. You choose your hours. You pick your projects. You can even say no to things you don't want to do. That first paycheck you earn without a boss approving it feels like a revolution. The pride is intoxicating. You tell yourself you've outsmarted the system. You've chosen independence over servitude. But hidden inside that victory is a seed of another trap. Because freedom without leverage isn't freedom at all. At first, you don't see it. You're too caught up in the rush. The excitement of building something of your own blinds you to the chains forming around your wrists. And then, slowly, the cracks begin to show. One client calls at midnight demanding revisions. Another delays payment for weeks, forcing you to juggle bills while you wait. You take on extra projects to cover the gap, but now you're working longer hours than you ever did at your job. The hustle becomes your oxygen. Without it, everything collapses. Suddenly you realize you haven't escaped work at all. You've just created more of it. This is the cruel irony of the self-made wage cage. Instead of one boss, you now have 10. Each client, each customer, each order becomes another master with demands of their own. Instead of a stable paycheck, you live in the feast or famine cycle. Too much work one month, none the next. Vacations vanish, because if you stop, the money stops. Health suffers, relationships strain, and yet you cling to the story. At least I'm free. But deep down, you know. The wheel you're running on is spinning just as fast, maybe faster, than before. I know because I lived it. 6 years on that hamster wheel I built for myself. 12-hour days blurred into nights. My inbox became my cage bars. I told myself I had control, but in truth, I had built a prison with my own name etched above the door. Every morning I woke up in the same place I swore I'd escaped, trapped, tired, and trading life for survival. Here's why it happens. The self-made wage cage is still linear. Every hour you work buys you one more hour of survival. It doesn't matter if you're freelancing, running a small agency, or selling products by hand. Input, 1 hour. Output, 1 paycheck. Stop working, and the machine halts. It's the same equation as a 9-to-5, only now you're the one cracking the whip. Think of it like rowing a boat. Every stroke moves you forward, but the moment you stop rowing, you drift backward. That's linear effort, constant, exhausting, fragile. Asymmetry is different. Asymmetry is like raising a sail. One effort, one design, one system, and the wind carries you farther than endless rowing ever could. It's the shift from linear survival to leveraged sovereignty. And it's so rare that most seekers never see it. They spend their lives rowing harder, mistaking sweat for progress, never realizing that a sail even exists. That's what makes the self-made wage cage so dangerous. It looks like progress. And compared to the corporate cubicle, it is. You've gained autonomy. You've proven you can create your own income. But if you stop here, you'll never reach sovereignty. You'll remain trapped in the cycle of your own making. Proud of the business you've built, yet exhausted by the prison it has become. The truth is simple and brutal. If your freedom depends on you working every day, you are not free. You are only self-employed. And there is a vast difference between self-employment and sovereignty. The first keeps you rowing, chained to the oars, muscles burning day after day. The second raises the sail. It requires leverage, tools, systems, assets, and distribution that multiply your effort instead of chaining it. These are the rare escape routes, the hidden ladders of leverage that most never even discover. They sit higher up on the sovereignty ladder, waiting for the few who climb beyond cages. Most seekers never find them. Most stay trapped in linear motion, rowing harder, never realizing that asymmetry was the path all along. But there is a way out. There is a ladder that leads upward beyond the grind of hourly survival. A path that takes seekers from the wage cage to the boss cage, through the self-made cage, and finally into the realm of leverage and sovereignty. The sovereignty ladder is real. And once you glimpse its rungs, you can never go back to the illusion of freedom you once believed in. If you've felt the weight of the self-made wage cage, know this: you are not broken. You are not a failure. You are simply caught in a system designed to keep you linear. Once you understand the trap, you can break free. Once you see the cage, you can step outside it. The next step is the sovereignty ladder, the 5 levels of true freedom. It's the path that takes seekers from cages to leverage, from survival to sovereignty. And soon after, you'll see the hidden ladders of leverage that reveal how freedom compounds. Together, they form the lantern out of the darkness. Subscribe and step into sovereignty. The self-made wage cage is not the end of your story. It's only the middle. The real escape lies ahead.